Let us begin once more. The grief of Hugo's death continued to lay heavy on the hearts of the awakened. Each of them had their own ways to cope, but all of them in some way or another were drawn to the bar, whether it be for drinks or for conversation. Unfortunately, the only one not mourning had beaten everybody to it, and the doctor was absolutely not up for talking. So he was forced to sit and endure whatever came to him, whether it be Tommy trying to mediate between him and Grace, Thorin offering himself as a listening ear, Valencia asking for advice on strained friendships, Haley coming in to say a quick hello but being forced away just as quickly, or Percy finally confronting him with some long-held-back frustrations. Oh, and how could I forget? Vinny and Junior also shared their opinions on the overarching plot, and what to do going forward. I have to admit, their discussion wasn't exactly what I had in mind. I thought, 1, that Vinny wouldn't go sharing information, and 2, that he would be more motivated to kill me, but apparently the spark isn't there. And if it doesn't come soon, then I'll need to have a word with him. Regardless, it certainly didn't help that they had this conversation right next to Doc. On top of everything else, he was losing his patience, and as soon as Ezra arrived to comfort and upset Thorin, he was all but ready to snap.
How like a light. Wow, I gotta hand it to you, Ezra. You handled that like a champ.
It was an old lullaby my mother sang when I was really young. You know, it's weird to think that there was a time when she was not the one I knew.
It's quite impressive, Ezra. We tried for so long to get him to calm down, and you just did it with a song. I'm kind of jealous.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh, is it the time where everyone heaps praise upon Mr. Crane? Congratulations, you have put a child to sleep.
The kid's probably got anxiety. Would you rather he just keep crying, Doc?
No, by all means, if he shut up, he shut up. I was just curious as to whether or not it was our regularly scheduled all hail Mr. Crane for existing. Seems to be the ending of any conversation people have with you, from what I've ever heard.
That hasn't happened a single time since I got here. What the hell is this?
All right. Let's back it up for just a moment, all right? We don't need to do this now, do we? At least not while the little guy is sound asleep.
You are free to take him to his room any time, Mr. Blackwood. No one is stopping you.
And you're free to take your piss party somewhere else.
Please, you two, just stop. We can't take him to his room. That was the problem in the first place. Now, let's just calm down now.
A piss party, Mr. Crane? I'm sorry. Clearly, I misread the room. Clearly pointing out to all of you that trusting a monster that feeds on human suffering and spouting platitudes at her about how she can just stop that and be friends if we all clap our hands and believe hard enough simply doesn't work on you people. Clearly, you'd rather pretend any of what happened as a result was surprising. By all means, continue with whatever you call that. I'll continue with... Oh, what was it again? The piss party?
Doc, I want to like you. I really do. But what the hell are you just lashing out at me for?
Oh, there's your first mistake, wanting to like me. I've tried giving people no reason to make sure they stop hemming and hawing about how they're actually my best friend and they'll never leave me. When that can't be true. When they'll leave anyway, and I'll still be here. Good to know it's finally working now. My apologies, by the way, for not going away and staying there like you demanded. I got bored and wanted a drink.
I only told you to go away because you started spouting shit. Calling Hugo's death a song and dance.
Our friend was just murdered, Doc. Come on.
Do you have no consideration for others? No empathy at all?
Yes. And? I have seen Mr. Hernandez die thousands of times. I have seen you all die thousands of times. I've seen every soul passing through here before my very eyes die thousands of times. It doesn't matter. Why do you keep pretending it does? Why do you keep pretending to care about what happens to people here time after time after time? Without fail. All of you could die right here, right now. It would not matter in the slightest.
It matters because he's gone! Permanently. He's not coming back. He isn't going home!
Ezra! That's enough. Fighting isn't worth it. Just leave him alone.
You may think it's pretend, but I don't. I feel it every single time. If anything happened, even to you, it would hurt.
Look, it's all right. Everything's all right. At least for the time being. At this moment, what matters the most is that all of us are still together here. And with any luck, we're gonna keep it that way. No matter what happens.
How was Thorn? Still sleeping?
You know, surprisingly sound, actually.
Good. I was worried with all this fighting he might wake up. I would hate for anything to...
Is this supposed to happen?
What the hell is that?
I don't know.
Shit!
My chest!
Val?
My chest!
Heck.
Val?
Meanwhile, I was setting my game plan into motion. It's not just all on the Awakened. I have to keep weaving threads to keep the plot moving forward. And part of that included, of course, a discussion with my audience. Okay, this is great. The plan's in motion. Right, so this goes here, this goes here. They've had a few days to mull things over, so I just gotta pull this string here and we can move on to the next... Ah! Kadaf! Right on time. Reminder, there is an audience.
Well, look at who's confident. You get some new power, and all of a sudden you be calling the shots. Very strong indeed. No worries. I didn't come to reprimand you.
Yes, you did.
Well, you do have some things to answer for.
Well, I'm sure whatever it is, Baku has certainly done far worse. He's the one that entered my domain, and he tried to claim my player and interfered with my show.
Xanos is dealing with him now. You're lucky you got me instead.
Oh, great. Good to hear. Great.
You do know we see everything, right?
I am aware.
Excellent. Then you understand at the least. So, tell me, why did you explain the cycle to a human?
Well, he is my chosen. He's meant to take my place, and...
That's not how it works, Starlight. You and I both know that. The more they know, the more they see, the worse off they'll be. You understand? That wasn't your information to give.
But it is my information to give. It's my story and the fate that I chose for him.
Oh, that's adorable. Your story is your own, right? To do with as you please and control what you want. I do respect your boldness, though. You're making quite the story. That's not why I'm here.
I know why you're here.
Then do you care to explain yourself?
You are here because I've dragged this charade on for long enough. I've held on to more souls than necessary, and to extract more energy, I destroyed one of them in my care. You demand an ending.
Smart one you are. I can see why she likes you so much. But, yes, we need an ending, and you need to ascend. There is no time for debate. No more 10 minutes. No more games. Speak your name.
Just wait a second. I'm just...
Speak your name.
Well, you see, I haven't chosen a name because I intend to have her choose one for me. Because you're right, this isn't my story, it's hers. And I should allow her to choose my title.
Oh, that a plot twist. Such devotion. She will be proud. How you've grown, Godling, to admit your folly.
Yes, that's all very good. Big steps for little me. Now if I could just...
I am so proud. I admire your creativity. But you must understand, stepping out of line, well, is a big deal that has big consequences.
Wait, what consequences? What? That's not fair! I was just doing my job and gathering energy for her. I did what was asked of me.
And you hit every bump on the way down.
I really did try.
Trying isn't enough. You have to be able to do it. You baby these souls, you give them a place to stay and live. They begin to love each other. How long were you planning on protecting the child? Shielding him under your wing, away from the world?
Well, it was all for the contrast. You said so yourself. It's a good story. It has to have a rise and a fall.
Do you love them? That's the problem. You understand that this will only hurt them in the long run, right? These selfish actions. If they truly understood what lies ahead of them, not even the child would be able to forgive you.
I don't expect them to forgive me.
Of course you do. Why else would you have these plans in the first place? We have seen everything, even your end game.
There's no end game. My end game is serving her. There's nothing else. I'm just gathering power for her.
Don't lie to me. We all know that this was always for you. We've waited far too long for this. If you cannot do your job, I will meld you into someone who can.
Wait, no. I'm going to do my job. Please don't do this.
Well, no. I will steal away the emptiness in your lungs. Drink deep of your failure, little one, and ascend to join us in the sky.
No. Okay, we don't need to do this. Please don't. I'll be right out. I'll let her choose my name. I can do everything right in ascend and become the thing she needs to be. Please don't.
Silence. I am the sea that harbors all. I am the first and the last. The ferry of the dead and begotten. All that arrives returns to me. The sea, unrelenting, scream. The matter, the blood, the souls, they all float down into my palm to eternally rise. I am death, inevitable. I surround all, the land, the mind, the revealer, and the void. I am an extension of her, as we are all meant to be. It is from her your breath was given, and it is from me your breath will be taken. I am her messenger, and you will be hers to lead. I will take you myself.
You're not taking me anywhere.
There's no doubt for you to decide.
I'm not gonna let you hurt me anymore. any of them anymore. It worked. I did it! I actually won! I did it! This might work! This might work. Never, never, never again! One snap and it was all over. The void is sealed shut. Kadath and his sea can't get back in. None of them can get back in. I did it! I never thought I could actually do it, but they're gone. All of them. I'm safe. My awakened are safe. Everything is going to be okay. Or at least that's what I thought. I didn't know about the consequences it would bring.
It hurts. Someone, please.
Oh man.
What's going on?
Oh, shoot, this can't get any worse. Can it?
Valencia, what's going on? I heard screaming.
Percy, Haley, help me sit her up.
Right.
Got it.
Of course.
Come on, Val, come on. Breathe.
There.
Deep breaths.
Ezra, what's happening?
Deep breaths.
In,
Deep breaths.
In.
Oh, for goodness sake, now what the hell's happened?
Grace!
Oh, that doesn't sound good. Oh, gods.
What?
Oh, no.
I got the lamb. What the
Oh, jeez.
Welcome back, everyone. Her Highness is dying.
All right. Who the fuck did it? What happened?
We put the kid to sleep and Valencia just dropped.
All right, mortals. Now that you've all had a
God,
chance for
Val,
things to
just
settle,
breathe.
I do believe that it's time we get back to what the fuck?
What the fuck did you do? Q, what did you do?
Wait,
You opportunistic fuck! You couldn't even wait a week, could you?
What do you mean couldn't wait a week? I didn't do anything.
Well, if you didn't do anything, then what? I left for a few minutes tops. I swear it was just a few minutes tops already.
Please.
Guys, shut up and focus. She's dying over here.
Oh, okay, seriously, fill me in. What happened?
Thorn was crying and we put him to bed and then we started arguing and then there was a noise and she just dropped.
The noise, so you could hear all that. Okay, good to know.
What?
So you do know something about this then. What's going on? What was that?
There's been some shifts in the void. Some doors have been closed, and, well, I suppose over time, Valencia's magic and soul have become entwined in the void and connected to the black stars. And since there's been that change, I suppose it would be like cutting a puppet's strings, in theory.
So it was an accident. You fucked up.
No. Fate has no accidents. Right. This was all part of the plan, of course. The void must shift for things to be set in motion, and after sacrificing a soul, it was only natural that things would shift and change. And if it causes a dramatic twist, well, you all know the audience loves a good drama.
Miss M, come on, please.
Right. So this is all part of the whole grand storytelling thing, you know, drama, stakes, setup, and a payoff, yeah? A plan?
Yeah, well, as much as I'm enjoying this lovely bit of suffering, you're right! It wouldn't be a good story if Valencia had her soul come apart at the seams and dissolve into nothingness, which might be happening, which is very bad.
You just said that's the stuff you like.
Yes, I did, but, you know, if it happens in the lounge without any sort of arc, that's just messy. Okay. So usually we use the games to help facilitate story movement. So, we're gonna play some games. And you're gonna work on saving Valencia from my vile Black Star clutches. So, no pressure, but if you don't overcome my horrible machinations and help her, Valencia's soul will fade from existence and be in unending agony forever.
What?
So like you just did to Hugo?
No, Hugo's soul has ceased to exist.
So worse than what she just did to
Yes,
Hugo.
absolutely worse than what I just did to Hugo, which is a thing that I do. I do terrible things to people, and that's what I'm doing. I'm doing terrible things to Valencia, which is terrible, and you gotta stop it. So, let's play games. Games are what we do. Games are normal, and this is normal. So let's play Mafia. It was the only thing I could think to do. Play games. Tell a new story about the Awakened saving Valencia and everyone living happily ever after. It would work. Except it didn't, because no matter what gameplay I chose, no matter what the Awakened did, and no matter what weird shadow aliens or mountain biking vampire witches from the future would show up, nothing worked. Valencia just continued to fade away. Well, okay, I have to try to think of...
Okay, no, you know what? Seriously, you're really trying me now, God. Fuck your audience. Fuck this story. Can't you just snap her better?
Oh gosh, Grace Garden, I don't know if you noticed, but no, I fucking can't. Don't you think if I could control this, I'd be making sure she's okay? Valencia doesn't deserve this. She doesn't deserve any of this. I should have realized what was going on with her sooner, so I could at least set something up to deal with it, but I didn't, and now she's wasting away, and you'd think with this power, it would be okay, and I could finally help somebody, but no, go figure, all we've got is a bunch of stupid-ass references like fucking My Little Sparkle Wolf, or Contentious Gardens, or Disney World, and why can't I fucking
Stop, please!
Oh, right, yeah, this is happening.
Oh god, I think I'm gonna buff. I want to get off Miss Murder's wild ride.
Oh, too much all at once. Oh no.
Lottie, fuck!
Charlotte, please, Thorn, hold on.
I'm thinking.
Blowing it isn't gonna help. Take us back and let's put our fucking heads together, please!
Miss M, you need to calm down. You're breaking the world.
We can't lose her too!
Stop!
Oh, no, sorry, okay. We'll go back to the lounge.
Okay. Careful, Percy. You just watch your head. Just set it down on the couch. Let it down easy.
Easy there. It's gonna be okay, Val. You're gonna be all right.
There we go.
Oh, so you're back. Wow, what a surprise. Murder God's plan didn't work.
Doc, I don't know what's going on with you, but you gotta shut the fuck up.
No, not now. Hold on.
Can you all just stop fucking fighting for 2 goddamn minutes?
Okay, you know what? No! I know I'm not wanted. I know I'm not helpful. I know you'd rather I just shut up and be chipper. But that's not me. I'm not with you. I'm not part of these games. Let's fast forward to where this usually goes. I'll see myself out.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
Wait! Fuck! Doc, you dramatic bitch, get back here!
Doc, no, wait, we don't.
No, don't! Just don't!
No, he wanted this. He said it to me himself.
Is Valencia gonna die too? Is she gonna die because of me?
Oh no, don't be silly. She's not gonna
Yeah,
die.
she's gonna be okay, Thorn. We'll take care of it. Come on, it's okay.
Everyone shut up for a minute. I'm thinking. Usually, I use the structure of these games to help move the story forward. Or, I did, back when you all had stories to tell. But it's different now, because we've done all your backstory shit, so all that's left is now, so, maybe I can narrate fixing this? Right, yeah, that should be easy. I'm fate, after all, so... Okay. Let me tell you the story of Valencia Lynch. Once upon a time, there was a beautiful princess. Born of the land, but rejected as his seed, the blood of a god ran through her veins. It rooted her to the highest room of the highest tower, binding her to a dark and terrible fate. This fate followed her even after death, reaching beyond time and space to the stage between. It flowed from her as flame and ichor twined into puppet strings. But those strings have been cut. They've been cut, and yet she still, no, it doesn't have to end this way. I don't want a bad ending for you. I want something good, but I can't. I don't have the right pieces. Not while we're here. I can't write anything good. I can't. I can't write this for you, Val. You have to decide what happens next.
Decide? I have no future. You said it yourself. I was born of Cernos blood. He controls my fate, not me. It's his fault I spent my life in isolation, and it's his fault I died. There's nothing I'm destined for than to be used like a pawn in a game. I'm doomed to be swallowed and corrupted by darkness. You said I can accomplish things here, but this is not even a space to speak of. I am not meant for the light, Murder God.
Val, no, you can't say things like that. You are literally fading away. Come on, it's my job to say the bad things, not you. You have to tell a better story, or this is how you end. Please, I want more for you. The audience wants more for you. You have to want more for you.
No, it's true. I was meant to be a sacrifice, and that's all I'm good for. I can do nothing else, and I can't do anything right. I can't even die right. But I should be pleased, shouldn't I? I'm finally getting what I've had coming to me, and it's all led up to this. But I was supposed to be dead by now. My soul should have been stolen away by Cernos. It's what my father intended for me, and anything I ever learned was just to fit his plan. What is my story if not an extension of his own? Of Cernos's? Of the Black Stars?
Your life belongs to you and you alone. Hey, from the day I started walking, I had every single one of my choices made for me. I understand. What a parent decides for their child is not who they're meant to be, Val. You and I, we both know that.
But you're so much better than me, Ezra. You have so much more potential than I ever could. Even though we were both sheltered, you're stronger.
No. Overcoming them takes time, not strength. You didn't get to have that time. I had 3 years. You're stronger than you realize. I promise.
I don't know, Ezra. Do I even deserve time for what I've allowed? What other people have gone through because of me?
You deserve all the time in the world. You deserve to have friends, love, to have a home.
He's right, though. Listen, Val. You've got so much going on for you. I mean, look at you. You're kind and caring and a natural-born leader and also really pretty and stuff. I don't know. Just look at Thorn over there. Sweet little thing over there just took to you like you were his one true mama. You were able to provide him that role in his life that he's been missing for a while. You have folk that look up to you and care about you so much, and so I don't know, I might love you.
What?
What? I didn't say that. No.
Listen, I'm flattered that you think these things, but I simply can't. I can't believe it's true. I'm corrupted. Cernos corrupted me. I must have done them out of some selfish reason for my own gain.
Selfish? How could you say such things? Val, open your eyes. I was there when you woke up. A lot of us were. We saw your story. Heck, you gave up your Lotus thingy to save everyone. Don't you see? That ain't selfish. That's some genuine compassion right there.
But Percy, I trapped everyone in Lotus Eater because I was selfish.
What? I'm sorry to interject into this big dramatic moment, but Val, you had nothing to do with that. That was me, a horrible god exploiting your weaknesses in any way I could. You're the one who beat me in spite of my best efforts to give you a selfish out. I thought I could win you over by giving you whatever you wanted, but all you wanted was to help these idiots.
Well, there you go then. So you see? None of that was your fault. You're still the same wonderful, amazing Valencia that we all know and love. If anything, quite frankly, you were just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Maybe you're right, but I can't go back. Problem is splintered, and I'm dead. I want so desperately to fix what my family ruined. Wilhelm showed me that, but...
What does he know? We're a group of people from different universes in an 80s lounge created by the god of murder, no offense. At this point, anything is possible. There's an opportunity to do things differently, better, for the greater good and yourself.
He's right. A place like this, we can make the impossible possible. It's just a matter of whether or not we choose to do anything about it, you know? Remember the knife? Haley's knife. I gave you that thing under the impression that you might be able to, go back, pass through, and defend yourself at some point. Well, if that comes to pass, Valencia, I'd love nothing more than stick around and help you.
I'm not afraid to fight for you, but you also need to fight for you. Otherwise, what's the point, right?
Maybe you're right. Maybe there is a way I could return home and change my kingdom, my fate, and I could show you all the wonderful things I've always wanted to as well, what makes my home, home. If there is a way, I would happily accept your help. I want to see my kingdom prosper. Thank you, you two.
Of course, Princess.
Absolutely.
Okay. She's okay. So, I just have to wrap it up, and, so the story of Valencia Lynch continues.
The fuck?
What was that?
What was that?
What's happening?
Valencia?
Val!
I'm okay this time, don't worry.
Okay.
So,
Fuck.
what the hell was that? Junior, is this normal?
I don't know what normal is anymore.
Lottie. What happened? You don't know what happened.
Well, the void didn't get its bad end. I didn't make a bad end. We're not playing our parts, and this place runs off of those parts. So, fuck! That's horrible. Valencia survived, and my plan was foiled, and I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for you meddling kids and that meddling dog too. Oh God! Fuck! Okay, you know what? Let's consider this a trial run. Okay, is it coming? Okay, yes, a pilot episode, if you will. I, Fate, am learning the new ropes, and I'd better get this show on the road. Enjoy your time off. You won't be so lucky next time. Through Percy and Ezra's help, Valencia found the will to live. Sure, she's not wholly better. She's missing half a soul after all, so she's got to refill that with bonds. But good news! I can't suffer another loss now. The plan would have been ruined. But with no tragedy comes no satisfaction, which the void made sure to remind me of. Sure, I've been able to sweep the occasional slip-up under the rug, but things are different now that the Black Stars have been locked out. I'll have to do what I can to fix this, otherwise the Awakened will be put in even more danger, and not the good sort. I figured the best way to start would be to deal with the elephant in the room, but that went about as well as I guess I could have expected. But I tried! I know I don't have his story, but I thought if I could offer to help him find it, he could finally get out of here, and the void would stop threatening to collapse on all of us and everything would be fine. But, of course, go figure, one Dr. McGillicuddy wasn't having it because when has he ever cooperated with me? Whatever, I'm done with him. I'm so fucking done. You know what? I can't even watch this footage all the way through. Watch it yourselves. I have to work out how to write around a character who won't cooperate. Till next time. Ugh.
God. I ought to think about setting up a mini-bar in here. Then I'd never have to talk to those people again.
Well, if you did that, you'd never interact with anybody. And what kind of story is that?
The kind I would prefer.
Clearly, you're not a writer.
My knowledge applies to useful things, yes. So are you going to leave, or did you plan to stay behind to needle me some more before going about your day?
Well, me leaving you alone has partially caused the problem I'm here about, so I think I'll be staying, thanks.
Joy.
So, I think it's time we talked about us.
Every word you say makes this less reassuring.
Come on now, I'm trying to have a conversation here. We've been at this for so long that even I've started to lose track. Well, of the first 1,000 years or so anyway. This past cycle's changed up at least. Do you remember when you started all this? I should be thanking you.
What the hell are you talking about? People have been waking up for eons before I was here even.
Sure, but you snapping is what started this batch. Who knows how long it would have taken for Vinny to wake up if you hadn't been there. Who knows if he would have managed to wake up Grace without you. Actually, in general, the Awakened would have been lost without you.
Oh, so we're in the empty flattery phase already. Just keeping track, do go on.
For a man of science, you're incredible at only seeing what you want to see.
Well, it's very easy when all I can see is lies and contradictions.
Okay, I may be a liar, but I can't fabricate what you and the other souls do. I make a framework, and I occasionally, more than occasionally, tweak the framework. I can't control how you affect the story or how other people react to you. I didn't make you smack sense into 2 out of the 10 people here. I didn't make you help Grace. I actively discouraged it, actually, so way to go. I didn't make them turn to you for advice or check on you or see you as a father figure or drink with you or anything like that. I sure as fuck didn't make you break out of the Lotus Eater trap. That was all you. You've been the spanner in the works this whole time in spite of my best efforts.
Your best efforts? Your best efforts? That's rich. Suddenly all of this is some warm memory. Some nostalgic event to reminisce over. Such a sudden flip from how you described it every other time. Such a sudden flip from your constant reminders that I don't count. While we're remembering things, let's talk about everything you're leaving out, shall we? We can fast forward through the eons of physical torture, the fact that I have undergone every form of agony and death known to your twisted imagination multiple times. I'm sure none of that particularly matters to someone who breathes pain. We can instead talk about these other phantasms that show up in place of me sometimes. The ones you acted so sure of, so confident that you knew everything going on. So much so, you told everyone I was likely a serial killer. Despite you knowing nothing. But apparently the bullshit you spew is just fine. Because they still don't trust me over that, even after learning you lied. That's just how it works, isn't it? You lie, you cause pain, and you have the audacity to complain about how your life is hard, and then everyone dotes and swoons and fawns over you, like it's all okay. Staring at me. The one you have maimed over and over again. Like I'm the freak. Like I'm the villain. You said it yourself. Even back in the Lotus Eater, you're so proud of bringing up the Lotus Eater that I broke and you went all up in arms about. I ruin everything. Why wouldn't I, given my other options? What could possibly have changed to make you try acting sweet now?
I want to try to do better. You're right, I've been horrible to you. I've been worse to you than anyone else, and I've been worse to you for longer than anyone could ever understand. I can give my reasons, but it would never be enough. I'm trapped in this place, and somehow you're trapped here with me. There wasn't a contract, you never made a wish, you're just here. And I already barely had a handle on things, and you were just one more thing I couldn't control, and I hated you for that. I'm sorry.
Congratulations. You actually said something mostly correct. Now then, we've done this whole fake apology thing before, so let's skip to the end. I despise you too. Now, if you don't mind, I have been trying very hard to not talk, just in general, but about this situation at the very least. And you've ruined that. Congratulations. But ruining things is what you do, so...
You're not wrong.
I rarely am.
You know, stubbornness isn't exactly a charming trait in a human. We've both had enough of this, and I think we both know if I could get rid of you, I would have done so ages ago. But I can't, because you never made a deal with me. I really do want to do better. I want to make things right. You may not have originally been a part of this game, but you've been at the center regardless. You deserve a story as much as anybody else does, and I want to tell it. So, here, just take my hand and let me tell it. Please.
Are you fucking serious?
Yes, I want to help.
Oh my god. The audacity. Perhaps this is just me being the only other option you have? But you could not possibly have picked a less fitting man to offer a deal with the devil, for the simple reason that I have seen what your deals end in. Ages of going through the games, hidden by masks, a spike of pure misery, and then a wish granted in the worst way possible. And that is the best case scenario. What is far more likely is you'll just use this to somehow toss me down to that part of the void where there's somehow worse eternal torment than this. Which, for the sake of argument, let's assume you weren't lying about. You hate me. You hate me being in the way. You said it yourself multiple times. There's no point denying you'd do that in a heartbeat if you could. Nothing. Literally, nothing you have done in the name of helping people has helped. It has just caused more suffering in their lives because that's what you do. You cause suffering.
I know I do, okay? But this has to end somehow. If you don't get your story, then this whole thing stalls, and if the plot stalls, the void collapses and takes us all with it. I can't do this without you.
Well, from what I understand, the alternative would be to hand over every choice ever made to a petulant child who will always take the worst option. Maybe a total collapse isn't so bad in comparison.
You really damn every soul in here to that? You're really that much of a selfish old fool?
Really? Really? You're going to call me selfish? You?
Yes!
Calling me selfish?
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking call you selfish. The others are fucking trying to find an out, and that out includes you. Instead of listening to the people who fucking care about you, you'd rather just drink yourself into literal oblivion. They haven't given up. Least you can do is fucking honor that.
When are people going to figure out that I do not care about other people? My God, woman! You know what? No, I see how useless it would be trying to convince you that damning all of humanity for the sake of your ascension is a bad thing, actually. It never works. Foolish of me to think it would ever work. I try shoving them away, trying to make them realize that they are wasting their time trying to talk to me and telling me, no, everything is fine. You're just a stupid old man who doesn't see it. And you're stubborn by nature. You're the one who it would be least effective on. No one fucking gets it. Although, no, maybe you might get it since you said it yourself. I am not a part of this story.
Yes, you are! Fine, fuck it. If you're not feeling sufficiently motivated, maybe I'll just do this the old-fashioned way. How does me ripping you limb from limb sound?
There we go! There's the murder god we all know! I have missed the old number 26! Oh, did you forget? I have named and numbered every single form of torture you could come up with. So go ahead. Put me through this pain. You can even turn around and cry to the others about how unfair and mean I'm being. So they'll all gather around and try to be my best buddy and fill out your story. Because you told them to. You have them fooled, but you can't fool me. You're a liar. You're a monster. And that is all you can ever be.
Yeah, you're right. Fine. Whatever. This is what I get for trying to work with people. I'll decide how this story goes without you. That's my job, right? Stay in here for all I care.
Useless. Absolutely useless, all of it! Why can't they get the hint? None of this matters. None of this matters! None of this matters! The illusion comes down. I guess I'm seeing this place for what it really is again. And no lounge in sight. Good. I could use a break. It's all lies. All of it. All that nonsense about how they're my friends, how they do anything. The only reason they pretend to care is because they need me. If it weren't for that, they'd all just abandon me. They'd all just treat me like some rogue agent, some agent of... Oh my god. I figured it out. I figured it... Well, that's new. You then! You're not with the rest of them! Who are you?